Caught this young lady in the park today. She's going to give us a little interview, just ending her workout today. Catch her on the pull-ups. Check out the form on the pull-ups. All the way above the bar. Strong lady. Holding it. Check out the hold at the top. Chin above the bar. Slowly down. Okay, where are we going now? Let's try some dips, yeah? Nice form on the dips. A strong young lady. All the way down in the bucket. Those dips are tough. Nice. Put up. Okay. Check out the form on these push-ups. Chest to the bar. Good strict form.
Went down control as well. Went down control.
Strong lady. What else you got for us?
I do some knee raises.
Let's try some knee raises and then going to call her up for a quick interview. Working the stomach. I've seen her in the park today. She's been working out already, so she's had a good hour maybe of working out. High knee raises, check them out. Thank you, thank you. You'd like to come over for an interview?
Yeah.
And we just caught you in the park today. Can you tell the people where we are?
Yeah, at Finsbury Park, Still Warriors.
Still Warriors. And what's your name?
My name's Tyra, but everyone calls me T. So.
T, Tyra. Yeah. We'll call you T.
Cool.
I noticed you doing some strong moves there. You look like a strong young lady. You'd like to tell us your background there?
Yes, I've been involved in sport from a young age.
Okay.
But I've only really got into like calisthenics properly since the beginning of the year.
Okay, so what made you get into calisthenics?
So I started boxing.
Okay, boxing, okay.
Yeah. So I'm trying to compete in that. Try and be in the amateurs.
Okay.
When the season starts, hopefully again in September. But
okay, congratulations.
We'll have to wait and see with COVID and everything.
Have you had any fights? I mean, you had sparring, but have you had any bouts?
No bouts. I was supposed to have one in 2019, but I injured my shoulder. So that was another reason why I got into calisthenics as well. Oh,
to rehabilitate and work out?
Yeah, so I just started off doing like a few push-ups, pull-ups. I could do some of that already, but not to the level I can do now.
Okay,
so
as a female, I mean, how did you find the whole calisthenics scene and the whole workout procedure? How did you find it?
It's hardcore, don't get me wrong, it's tough, like it's not easy. But at the same time, I love it. Like I like being pushed.
Right.
And like when you go to the gym, you might be able to like squat, say, I don't know, a heavy weight one day.
Right.
You go the next and you're not going to be able to do it. But at least with like calisthenics, you can see your progression. You can see that you're gaining strength. You might not see the muscle definition, but you think, oh yeah, like last time I could only do 5 pull-ups.
So it's a different kind of strength, like a tendon strength.
Yeah, so and it translates to when you lift weights as well.
Right.
So like,
have you done any weights?
I lift a little bit of weight, but not too much. I do this more now. Like a prime example is was in the gym, and one uncle was like, because I have a training partner, he was like to my training partner, how much can you bench?
Okay.
And he was like, I don't know. So he tried 120.
Right.
And then we was like, uncle, come try do like some pull-ups with us. You can barely do 5. You can hardly do any push-ups. This
is the kind of thing I found out a lot of people. The strength does not translate, but it translates the other way.
It doesn't, and that's what we were trying to show him. So in the gym, that's all I do, like calisthenics, and people always just look at me like, wow, like that girl's strong. But
well, congratulations. I've seen you do some maneuvers there, and you know, you put some man to shame there. You progressing really well.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just starting my journey. I haven't even been doing it a year. So.
Right. So you're gonna have even more spectacular results.
Yeah. So.
I mean, there's a lot of females watching this channel, or indeed watching the park here, Finsbury Park, walking by, and they might feel a little bit intimidated and thinking like, oh my God, I can't do that. Oh, I'm gonna look like this way. But I mean, what kind of advice would you give to those people out there?
But you find that in the gym as well. Like
okay.
females feel intimidated being in a male kind of dominated environment. Right. But at the same time, I'm here to do exactly what they're here to do.
Right.
And that's my goal. So my goal's in my head. I don't care what anybody else thinks.
You're just focusing on yourself.
Just on myself.
You're not bothered about anything.
Yeah, I'm not bothered. And like I know, like a lot of women, they have insecurities about the way they look and whatever.
Right. And
just comfortable.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Just comfortable and do your thing. If you can only do 5 push-ups or you can't do any push-ups, that's fine. Everyone has to start somewhere. So just start and slowly build up. But don't give up. That's my advice.
So your advice would be to just start. And it will help. I mean, if they came into a park like this, would you be there to give advice? Would you be?
Yeah, I'm always willing to help. Right. I'm always helping people in the gym. Like they say, oh, how do you do that? How do you do this? I'm always there to help. I'm never like it's you're supposed to help people. That's what life's about as well. Like share your information. You know, and
good point.
That's exactly what I'm here to do. So if someone comes up to me, how do you do this? I'm gonna let them know because I didn't learn it off from myself. Somebody taught me, so I'm going to teach someone else.
So care and share.
Yeah, of course, 100%.
I mean, I've done a little bit of boxing, amateur boxing in the past,
and really?
Yeah, and one big issue with people, that's how I've kept my pretty looks by not getting hit in the face. That's why I'm behind the camera. I mean, a lot of women don't want to get hit. No one wants to get hit. I mean, what was your transition into boxing? The hitting part and the getting hit. How did you feel about this when you first started boxing?
So I used to play football, so I was a really good footballer, so I used to play for Watford.
Okay.
And I only got into boxing because...
Oh, you're a footballer too? Soccer player?
Yeah, I used to...
That's another interview.
I used to play football, not now, but...
Yeah.
And I used to do boxing just to keep fit and blah, blah, blah.
Okay, you mean like cardio boxing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just did like kind of those type of classes.
Right.
And then it wasn't until someone said, oh, you should go down to Haringey Boxing Club, or police boxing gym. So I went there and they were like, oh, you're really good, you should box for us. And I was like, no, football's all for me, like that's all I want to do, play football. And then I thought, if people are telling me that I'm good, why not give it a go? So I thought, let me just give it a go. But like boxing, I think is more like, compare the two sports together. Football's a team sport. Right. So like, it's everything's a team effort, but boxing is more individual. So like, if you get hit, that's on you. You can't blame anyone else. So I think for me, I like the more mental aspect of it, that it's all like down to me. As much I have to put in as much work as I want to get out, sort of thing. And like, if I get beaten up, that's on me. I can't blame nobody else. Whereas in football, you can blame goalkeeper for the goal. Right,
because they're two different disciplines. Obviously, one's a team sport, one's a solo sport. I mean, how did you? I mean, coming from a team background, how did you find the progression into boxing? Because it's very much on you. Everything's on you. The training's on you. The technique's on you. The learning, everything's on you. I mean, how did you find that? Was it a shock to you, or did you
I think I transferred quite well. I think I enjoyed. Like I think I enjoy boxing because when you train with people, so you get that kind of team kind of feel, because the next person is pushing you on the bag or whatever. Right. But then when it comes down to it, and when you're in that ring, it's just on you. Right. Like, I kind of feel like at the same time you still got your team behind you, because you still got people there fighting in your corner saying, "Come on, team," and that kind of like spurs you on the same way. I
think a lot of people don't realise how hard boxers train. I mean, they see the training, but you have to dig deep, especially when someone has got you on the ropes, they're punching you in the head, you're going down. I mean, how did you feel about about getting hit? Obviously, you're not scared about getting hit, but I mean,
no, it's like it's a rush. Like, I don't know, when someone hits me, I'm thinking, all right, cool, they're not going to hit me with the same punch. Let me move my head more, let me keep moving.
So you like the sweet science?
Yeah, how can I counter back, that sort of thing. But my mum absolutely hates it. She wishes I played football.
My next question, what do your parents think about you getting your face hitting on a regular?
Yeah, my mum absolutely hates boxing. She hated football too, but now she wishes I played football, but you can't pick and choose.
Best of two evils. Thank you. It's been a great interview. I just want to ask you one more question. I know you're seem to be a semi-professional sports person. And what diet do you maintain for any young women who want some dietary tips? I mean, what kind of foods do you mess with?
So my diet is more like plant-based.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I'm a vegan or anything like that.
Okay.
But I just like whole foods, natural food. So a lot of veggies.
Okay.
Whole grains and fish here and there, maybe sometimes.
Right.
Beans, pulses, all that sort of.
Okay.
Thing. So yeah, that's.
And are you in any specific weight class in boxing, or you haven't got to that stage yet?
Yeah, so I fight 51, but right now I'm quite heavy.
Okay.
So right now I'm 58, which people always say, "How are you going to lose the weight?" But I will. It's fine.
Right. I don't like to ask a woman their weight, but how heavy are you of your boxing weight?
So I'm 58 kg right now.
Right, and your boxing weight?
I'm going to fight around 51, 52.
Okay, so you have to drop a few pounds there.
Yeah, but it's not difficult. Like this time last year, I was 52. So.
Okay,
that's.
So you're in the constant boxing struggle of gaining weight and losing weight. So
yeah, but I think COVID kind of messed me up because we wasn't training weekly.
Right.
I could only do so much at home. You know?
Right.
And like boxing is just a different kind of cardio. So no amount of running or gym or calisthenics will burn the same amount of calories as
and what kind of distances are you running, if you don't mind me asking?
Normally I run about 4 miles. So I do some long runs like that, and then I try and incorporate sprints, either in a park, up a hill, treadmill, whatever. Wherever I can fit in, I'm fitting.
Well, you're inspiring, you're motivating a lot of women out there. I've seen you in the park working out. You're a good worker, and I hope this video inspires and motivates some people.
I hope so too.
Thank you a lot for the interview. This has been the Health and Wealth channel, and I hope everyone likes, comments and subscribe. Have a great workout.